Hi, my Geminis. Let me go ahead and fix the camera. I think right there should be fine. Hopefully my hair doesn't bother me too much. I got a little ready, did the girly stuff, which is makeup. So, yeah, this is obviously going to be a Gemini reading. We have not done one since, I think, like Monday or Tuesday, right? Because I was trying to get through all the signs, which I will definitely be back and do that. But today will just be a Gemini reading. And I thought I would actually get into a topic this time around, and I would do what is going on around you, okay? So maybe for some of you, that could be why I am guided to do this topic, because you could be wondering maybe what is going on around you, or like what the energies want to say, okay? So take what resonates, leave out what doesn't. Of course, there's no gender in tarot, and always feel free to switch or place the energies where you feel they need to be placed. This is for Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, and or Venus placements, or any placement in Gemini that is significant to you. Let's go ahead and get started. For my Geminis, what is going on around you? You guys ever, like, those of you who have like your natural nails, you ever have like a little dent in it, and you feel like every time you like touch material, it just like gets stuck, like your nail gets stuck in a little material? I don't know how to explain it, but it's just like bothering me, but it's okay, we'll ignore it. Let's get into it. What's going on around my Geminis? So please, Spirit Guides, the King of Cups. Okay, so Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. By the way, shout out to my subscriber, FG, for getting me this deck. The Santa Muerte Tarot deck. Okay. Yeah, let's go ahead and get into. I know some people have their beliefs about the Santa Muerte, but you know, we're using it for respectful guidance and clarity and reading purposes. So, okay. So King of Cups, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Some of you guys could be dealing with a fellow water sign, or this could possibly be you. Let me see. Give me more with that King of Cups. The Knight of Pentacles. And hopefully the lighting being kind of more natural. It's not sunny today. Well, kind of, but it's kind of gloomy. Hopefully you guys are able to see the imagery on this tarot deck. Okay, Knight of Pentacles. Let's see, give me more. Give me more. Give me more. Still getting the hang of how to shuffle these because they're a little slippery. The Knight of Cups. Okay. So there's two knights and one king here. We have the King of Cups, the Knight of Pentacles being Earth sign, so Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus. Knight of Cups meaning being Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. I'm sorry guys for like having to fix the camera often. I don't understand. Okay. So with the Knight of Cups here, the Knight of Pentacles, King of Cups, right? A lot of you guys, what's going on around you? I feel like you could have multiple people curious about you. Yeah, I'm getting something about curiosity killed the cat. So you could have a lot of people that are curious about you. Maybe one of them is romantic. Okay. Let's see. Give me more with this King of Cups. Give me more with this King of Cups. The Eight of Pentacles. That's a really nice imagery. Okay. Give me more with the Knight of Pentacles. The King of Swords. Yeah, you have a lot of... Give me more with the Knight of... give me a card for the Knight of Cups. Okay. We have the High Priestess, the Empress, and the Magician. So, High Priestess. Ooh, I like the High Priestess. We have the Empress. We have the Magician. Why do I feel like the Knight of Pentacles energy here that got clarified with the King of Swords could be someone who feels desperate? Okay, maybe this person, I don't know why I'm looking at his, like, the expression on this person. Like, they're all pretty much like skulls. But it looks like this person could maybe, they're having a hard time maybe coming towards you, or maybe something to do with their finances could be an issue. And you may have like a King of Cups, because it got clarified with the Eight of Pentacles. That might be, maybe this person works a lot, and whenever they do have downtime, they drink. Yeah, they might drink their sorrows or their pain away. And then this Knight of Cups got clarified by the High Priestess, the Empress, and the Magician. Gemini, regardless of your gender, you may have a lot of people who may be in your energy. Now, this doesn't even have to be that they're like physically 3D in your energy. This could just be people who you could either like randomly think about. So some of you guys may resonate with thinking about these people randomly, or you haven't spoken to these people in a while. That could be for some of you. Okay. Yeah, I'm getting that saying again, like curiosity killed the cat. So these people might be very like curious about you. And think of it like when you think of a cat, you know how they're kind of like in their own little space. They're a little bit more mysterious as opposed to like a dog, right? Like if we're comparing it to like a home pet versus like a dog that's more obvious and more like jittery, more energetic. A cat can kind of like go off and do its own little thing. So maybe you went off and did your own thing. These people went off and did their own thing. And even though we are already out of like Mercury retrograde, we are in the shadow period. So maybe something has become more clear to you, or people are becoming more clear about you. And maybe like it has them curious. Okay? But this Knight of Cups here, I feel like might be the energy here that has the most interest, because this Knight of Cups, like looking at the expression, again, they're all going to be like skulls, because like, you know, this deck, the Holy Death, right? Also known as that. It's very like skulls and very like death, rebirth kind of vibes, okay? But if you look at this person's expression here with this Knight of Cups, this person looks... This person almost looks more invested. 10-10, as I was saying that. This person almost looks more invested. More like, there's like a sad expression versus the King of Cups. Which is interesting. You would think the King of Cups would have more of this expression of like emotions, right? And like, I don't know. There's just something where I feel like this person is the most serious. Maybe they're the ones that feel the emotions the most, okay? And this person might be wanting to come in to pursue you and to let you know that they've been thinking about you. For some of you, now take this with a grain of salt because this may not resonate for all of you, obviously. You could be dealing with someone who is spiritual. Okay, regardless of their gender. They can even be a guy who's spiritual, and they may work with like magic, okay? It doesn't have to be bad magic. It could just be they do like candle work. They do some form of rituals. Now, again, when you hear rituals, it does not have to be bad, like bad jujus, right? It could be like just rituals about like, you know, if you look up rituals and if you're open-minded like that, there's rituals of all kinds. It's not always a bad thing, right? And this person, there could also be like this inner knowing that this person knows and feels that you're like an empress. And again, also too, with like a Knight of Cups, they can be a water sign. They don't have to be. It could just be an energy that they're embodying, okay? Why am I getting something about emotional bag? I know that's more of like a Gen Z thing that's said when people are like, oh, they're in their emotional bag. Okay? Meaning like they're just really consumed by their emotions, okay? Let's see. I don't know why I feel like I might have said that wrong, emotional bag. No, but I think it is the same. Okay. We have the Seven of Cups and the Star card. So some of you guys, what I'm getting here, you need to make a decision on people. Now, again, not all of these people have to be lovers, but for whatever Geminis this is going to resonate for, you might, if this is not you already, this could be sometime coming in the future because this is what's going on around you. And don't get too fixated on the time frame, obviously. And I hope I don't sound harsh when I said that. I don't know why I feel like some of you guys might be like, ooh, that sounded harsh. Don't mean it in a harsh way, okay? It's all love. But with the Seven of Cups here and the Star, you may need to follow like your inner knowing. Because the Star card is kind of like intuitive in some way. It does give me like having this knowing of something. Okay? So possibly using your psychic abilities. Which obviously if you watch this reading, you watch tarot, you might have most likely some kind of intuitive knowledge or gift. But knowing where to go, where to pick, where to choose. Because for some of you, there might be people that come in that may feel like, oh my gosh, which cup do I choose? Okay? Yeah. Because remember, not all the cups in the Seven of Cups are good. You kind of have to use discernment for that. Okay? Let's see. So what's going on around Gemini? What's going on around Gemini? What's going on around Gemini? What is going on around Gemini? The Three of Cups. Yeah, so some of you guys, like, notice how these people are like talking and sitting on a table. If this is not like you guys going out for drinks or like having social time with friends, people around you, you may need to have like a conversation or talk to people that you trust when it comes to some kind of situation here where I feel like some people here, like I said earlier, one of them might be drinking their sorrows. Like this person could be someone who, this King of Cups that got clarified with the Eight of Pentacles, might be someone who's really focused on work, but maybe like on their downtime, they may drink, okay? Or like when they get into their emotions, into like their heart chakra, they drink. This Knight of Pentacles, I feel like could be someone that doesn't know how to come towards you. And the King of Swords, yes, is a very wise person, does say things firmly and straightforward, you know, without like sugarcoating it. But I don't know why I'm reading this King of Swords as almost being a little afraid on how to come in and tell you what they feel, okay, or to communicate something. Because that Knight of Pentacles energy could be what's holding them back. Maybe they have a lot to say. Maybe they do have a lot of words to express. But with that Knight of Pentacles, there could be something here that's maybe has to do with finances holding them back. So take those energies as they resonate. And like I said, this Knight of Cups here, I feel like is the energy that is the most intense. This could be someone that's like a brujo or a bruja, right? Like a witch, whether it's a female or a male. And I feel like it's not bad. They just may feel like there's a connection with you. They may view you as the Empress, regardless of your gender, Gemini, male or female. And they may, you know, I just feel like this person, this Knight of Cups, is someone that might be like the strongest energy. They might be the most emotional or the one that is the most consumed by you. Gemini, you have people over here consumed for you, huh? Okay, the Three of Cups. Yeah, I just feel like you may need to talk to some people. Or even for some of you, if this is like at home, I don't know why I feel like for some of you, this could even be like at home. Sorry guys, if you guys heard the bird. That bird could have been confirmation, right? Needing to like talk to people, even if it's like FaceTiming or on the phone, talking to people about things, okay? Because I do feel like in the future, because this did come out after all these cards, right? Seven of Cups is one of the recent cards that came out along with the Star card. I feel like there is this energy here. Oh, guys, hold on, give me a second. Okay, I am so sorry, Gemini. I got like a slight interruption there, but we're back. That took like less than a minute. So, yeah, the energy, I want to make sure it's still, yeah, it's connected. I feel like in the future, you may actually have options here, okay? And this could be like options of friends, options of lovers. This is what's going on around you. I feel like, yeah, maybe that King of Cups could be like a romantic interest. Maybe there's something here where this is someone that's like really focused on work and they're drinking, or on their downtime they drink a lot. Like I said, that Knight of Pentacles, that was clarified by the King of Swords. Maybe someone here that wants to come in and tell you something but doesn't know how. Take it at how it resonates. It does not, not all of them have to be romantic interest. Although I do feel for sure that Knight of Cups, regardless if they're a water sign or not, this could just be someone that feels a lot, okay? And maybe they do feel this sense of like, I want to come in and tell Gemini that, you know, I've been trying to manifest them. Okay, maybe they could tell you something along those lines like, hey, I've tried little manifestation ways, or I've tried affirmations, or it doesn't have to be anything scary, because I don't feel like this is like them doing bad jujus to you, like bad, you know, like sending out bad energy. I just feel like this could be someone, oh gosh, why am I getting as I'm channeling that? This could be someone that feels slightly desperate, but not desperate like in a way where it's like low vibrational. They could just be feeling desperate as to how to pursue you. They may not know how to go about it, okay? And also another channel message I'm getting, and take it with a grain of salt. If it resonates, it resonates. If it doesn't, it doesn't. This could be someone that like, when they feel like they don't know what to do, this could be someone that like turns to like, and I'm not making fun of anybody, but like, you know, when, you know, you're like in this energy of like, oh, I really want this person, and you see like a flyer that says tarot card readings, call 1-800, you know, something, something. I'm getting this could be that energy, like, oh, let me see if this person could clarify some things about, you know, my interest towards Gemini, or let me see if I can like, you know, get something out of this. So this could be someone that has this energy. And for some of you, maybe you're like, really? Like this person? Maybe you don't see them that way. Okay, but I feel like in the near future, you may have a lot of different directions that you could go towards. But again, with the Star card, there is this inner knowing of where to go. So some of you guys, you need to not only look at what's being presented in front of you, but have this wisdom and knowing of where to go with the Star card. Because the Star card talks about knowing where to go, right? Like an inner knowing of like, okay, I know this is something that was always meant to happen. So for some of you, you may need to like dig into your intuitive senses, your spidey senses, and notice like, well, not, no, let me rephrase that. Not like notice, but like see where you need to go, okay? Something along those lines is what I'm getting. Let's see. So what's going on around Gemini? Switch decks. Okay. So we're going to switch decks. Let's see. Yeah, see, and I landed right, like you guys saw when I was shuffling a little bit, it's the Five of Cups, and under that's the Chariot. So for a lot of you, I feel like this could be someone here. One of the energies here, I feel like it's the Knight of Cups, okay? I do feel like there's something here about this person feeling like they missed out, okay? And with the Chariot, it's like wanting to move things forward. And then notice how on the Five of Cups, this person doesn't even have a skull. Like, what happened to the skull? It's only the body. So maybe this person feels like, yeah, it's kind of like what I was saying earlier. Like, they're they don't know what to do, right? They might be a little desperate. So they may feel like that expression, I'm pretty sure a lot of you guys have heard it, of like when you feel like you're a chicken running without its head. Okay, that could be something here. Let's see. What is going on around my Geminis? What is going on around my Geminis? The Queen of Wands. You know, it's interesting how I mentioned earlier randomly, like, I did the girly things and I mentioned how I got ready and like, did my makeup. Some of you guys, especially if you're like more so a woman, but doesn't matter, okay, your gender. If you wear makeup, no judgment, okay? It doesn't matter your gender. We're not here to judge that. You could just be looking very good. You could be coming off as the Queen of Wands, which is one of the energies that the Empress embodies. And look at how the Empress here is embodying beauty. I honestly think that on a surface level, the Empress really does strongly embody the Queen of Wands. It's one of the energies that I think is kind of noticed first about an Empress, is like her beauty, her exquisiteness. I don't know why I'm wanting to say that word. Okay, maybe that could be a word you guys use. I do use that word, but like I channeled it. So like looking very well put together. And if you're a man, like you just look very, very good. Okay. And tempting also is what I'm getting. So that could be why these people feel this type of way. Okay. Let's see what's going on around my Geminis. The Star card again. Yeah, there is this energy of knowing about something, inner knowing. So a lot of you guys may need to follow whatever that inner knowing is about what cup to choose, what direction when it comes to possibly these people being options, okay? Or being energy that is around you. And sometimes I don't want to like say that like how do I put this? You know how like sometimes we can think like, oh, so and so person hit me up, so and so person is interested in me, or so and so said this about me, and it kind of starts to feel a little bit like, oh, like I have options, right? Or I have different directions I could go in my life. Yeah, but sometimes the universe is just doing that to see if you've learned your lessons, right? Or if you're going to repeat patterns again with friendships, relationships. So for some of you, don't look at it as like full-blown options. This could just be things coming around you because I feel like you're embodying the Empress, the Queen of Wands. So some of these people, I feel like it also has to do with how you look. Okay, believe it or not, some people will literally come back around because it's like, oh, well, they're handsome, they're beautiful, they're cute, let me kind of see what they can benefit me, whether that's like an image or, they could benefit something out of that. I'm getting something about beauty is grace. I mean, yeah, you will sometimes have people be around you just simply because you're aesthetically pleasing. Quite literally, there are people that are like that. Like, oh, I hang out with you or I'm friends with you because you're aesthetically pleasing, and you may like, they may benefit from that. 5 of Pentacles. Being left out in the cold. Give me more with that 5 of Pentacles. The Justice. Yeah. So for a lot of you, if you were ever left out in the cold, okay, here because of lack of material, lack of money, I feel like you're about to receive balance. Okay, I'm also feeling like the need to say that this is a separate energy, okay? If you just in general have been feeling like, because this is a reading of what's going on around you, you've been feeling like you're left out, there's lack of money, maybe something about a home environment, you're going to get some kind of justice, okay? Balance of energies. The scales are going to balance out. Yeah, for some of you, maybe your ancestors might show themselves on why things had to be that way. you may realize or see how your ancestors maybe had you in a bit of poverty energy, okay? Because I'm looking at this as like ancestors, like little orbs, little ghost here. Okay, so let me go ahead and finish off this reading with this tarot deck. We're going to go back to it, the Santa Muerte deck, okay? So let's go ahead and get into it. Let's go ahead and get into it. It's like if I'm doing like the very beginning. Well, let's just go ahead and get into it so we can finish off this reading, close off the reading. So give me one last message on what's going on around my Geminis. What is going on around my Geminis? The Strength card. And what's under that? Page of Swords. Page of Swords, okay. Page of Swords, and we have the Strength card. So with the Page of Swords, sorry guys, I'm like trying to fix my deck because they're slippery, so they kind of like will move. Page of Swords, the Strength card. I'm getting here, you guys need to have inner strength here, okay? There's something here about like, there's something here about taming yourself, okay? I do feel like for a few of you, there might be this energy of needing to tame that urge to like find out or seek out everything right now. That could be for some of you. Maybe like there is this energy of like maybe feeling like you want to know a lot, which don't get me wrong, I ain't judging. I'm a Gemini rising. I definitely, and a Gemini sun. Well, a Gemini Cancer cusper. But yeah, basically I did land on Gemini. According to my birth time. But yeah, I know this Gemini energy. I know like it can be kind of tempting to sometimes want to know, because the Page of Swords is like seeking out information. So there is this like message for some of you of like, it's okay if you don't know everything right now, because I feel like in the near future you are going to. Okay? Yeah, because the Star card is a major arcana that showed up here twice. So there is this energy of knowing, like an inner knowing, but it's maybe not here yet. Maybe maybe like after the post-shadow of retrograde, you might start to actually be in this energy of like having more clarity as opposed to before, okay? Whereas before, maybe you didn't have as much clarity. Okay? Yeah, because some of you guys literally, if you don't sit like on a desk, maybe it's like a phone or something, and you're maybe like taking either, if this is like physical notes, writing them down, or mental notes, okay? But it's okay not to know everything, right? Yeah. Okay, so I'm going to leave it at that. I hope you guys got some clarity and or guidance or both. And yeah, Gemini, till next time. Bye.